Hey, what's up guys? This is Patar from Gaming Made Easy, and I am bringing you a 3v3 today that I did in StarCraft 2 with two of my friends. So here we are. I'm playing as the purple Protoss. I have my one friend Bocek playing as the yellow Protoss, and I have my other friend X Bergs playing as the orange Protoss. And then we have our three opponents. We have Blaster, and he's playing as the blue Zerg. And then we have the Red Terran, which is Crunch Crew, and then we have Aurelius playing as the Aqua Protoss. So, of course, each of us are going to go for a distinct build according to what our opponents are going to be going. So as you can see here, first I get my pylon at 9/10. Not perfect timing yet, but pretty close. And the same thing goes with my two friends here, my two teammates. They all go for the pylon at 9 or 10. And then of course and then I bring down four actually. I warp in 4 probes, and then I chrono boost them all. So what do we have here? Of course, the Red Terran, he goes for his fast refinery, and then we have our Zerg player going straight for he's going straight for his extractor first, and then we also have the barracks. Very general builds going down, except this guy, Aurelius, he's doing a weird build. He's doing 2 supply before a barracks, which usually you should put down 1 supply in 1 barrack and then a second supply usually. And then we also, so here Bocek, my yellow Protoss friend, he's going for the first gateway and assimilator, and so am I here. I go for the assimilator right after my gateway. And then I also go for a second assimilator. So here we have the Red Terran again, sorry, and he's going straight for a reactor rather than a tech lab, so we won't be seeing any marauders in the early game. And here we have the barracks finishing for the Aqua Terran. And then we still haven't seen a spawning pool. We see a queen before a spawning pool, so of course you see this guy isn't exactly following any build. He's going for whatever, which, as you'll see later in the game, does not turn out to benefit his team in the long run. So here I chrono boost my first zealot out because I know I'm facing a Zerg opponent, so I'm guessing he will whoa, where'd these come from? Okay. Oh, of course, sorry, I missed the spawning pool. I didn't even see a spawning pool. So, of course, he gets his 6 Zerglings out, and so I bring out my first Zealot, because just to allay the fear of being Zerg rushed by those Zerglings. And then, of course, from here on in, I'm going to be going mass Zealots. I'm going to be pumping out mass Zealots, and then I think my orange Protoss friend is going to be going Colossus, and my other friend, my yellow Protoss friend, is most likely, I think, going Immortals, and then we bunch up all together and continue to rush each team one by one. Okay, so we see the second extractor going down for the Zerg player. Gas is always helpful. And the 3 cocoons are still drones, but we also see an Overlord coming out. So what else is new? Of course, we see an engineering bay go down for the Red Terran. And also we have 2 refineries already down. We still only see 1 barracks down with the reactor core, and he's pumping out as many marines as he can right now. And of course we see the Zergs coming in for the first push. He picked the right enemy to attack because he had no zealots out yet. And of course you see the probe count going down crazy. Here we go, units. You just see the yellow Protoss player, his units are just losing. They're going straight down. But of course I was very late with helping out. I bring my Stalker and my Zealot to come help out and defend, but of course that didn't help that much. So now we see the orange Protoss. He's going for the robotics bay at 34, which is quite late actually. And of course he's going for those Immortals right away, but he already has 3 Zealots out already. And of course my friend is complaining why he always gets rushed first. So after this I get my 2nd gateway, I get a 3rd gateway, 4th, and my 5th gateway. I get 5 gateways right away. And then I also put down 4 pylons, sorry. And yeah, now here I'm waiting. Of course I don't think I started my... Yes, I did. Actually, I just forgot to change my gateways into warp gates. So that is always beneficial. I bring out 2 more zealots just in case to guard my base from any more zergling attacks. So what do we see here? We see a Hydralisk den go down instead of Roach, so of course we know that if it's a Hydra den, he's most likely going to go mass Hydras rather than mass Roaches. And here we see the first factory come down, and he's building a tech lab on top of that, so we're most likely going to see siege tanks or Thors. Of course, he's got his engineering bay down, and he's upgrading his infantry weapons level 1 and infantry armor level 1. So of course, remember, in 2v2, 3v3, and 4v4 games, upgrades are always crucial because they will benefit you in the long run. And of course, I turn all 5 of my gateways into warp gates, and I start warping in all my stalkers. And this is where the mass stalker build begins. As you can see, I try to warp in as many stalkers as possible. I still have my 1 stalker and zealot helping out here with my friend. And he, of course, is going already for his first expansion, and so are all of us. Except 2 of our enemies down here. They still haven't expanded, but of course the Zerg player just expanded, and he is still just going for the mass Hydras. We see 6 Hydras out here, and I'm going to see if they're going for any upgrades. Yes, he's going for Evolved Grooved Spines. So now you see, I already have 6 stalkers out, and I'm starting to saturate my natural expo. And after that, I believe here I go. I put down my forge, and I already started to upgrade my ground weapons level 1. And after this, you're gonna see I put my ground armor level 1, and then upgrade my shields level 1, and then I put down the Templar archives to begin the level 2 upgrades. So yeah. Still, we see a Stargate here. Oh yeah, my friend is going Void Rays. So he's warping in the Void Rays right now, and he's not chrono boosting. But here we see my orange Protoss friend. He is also expanding, and he is going for Immortals, and he's going for a lot of Immortals, and most likely we're going to see Colossus later on in the game. So here I already have a bunch of stalkers, and of course these Marines here, my friend already tells me they're Marines, so I keep alert, and I take out quite a few Marines. 3 or 4, yeah, 4, I take out 4 Marines, so 200 minerals, pretty good sometimes. And here we have the guy walking around, don't know what he's doing, walking around. But of course, he puts down his evolution chamber, and he's going for evolved missile attacks level 1, which will benefit his Hydras. Of course, the forge is still doing the ground weapons level 1, and my friend is telling me we should push soon. So he's got quite a few Immortals. He's got 6 Immortals and 3 Zealots out on the playing field. He's making a robotics bay, which is most likely going to cause Colossus to come out. Yes, we see the first Colossus being built here. And then we go to my friend here. He's got 2 Void Rays out, and he's continuing to make some, I think. Yes, he's got his 3rd Void Ray, so he's got 3 Void Rays. And of course, he's putting down photon cannons to protect his natural expo just in case anything goes wrong with his main. And as you see here, I already got my mass stalkers. I got 23 stalkers already. And I'm warping in my 6th gateway, and of course I'm going to be turning it into a warp gate as soon as it finishes. So here we go. This is going to be about the time that we begin our first